Hey, it's Viviana and welcome back to my home darkroom. I'm so stoked for this next video. I've been really busy. I've been so busy and I think my darkroom is looking pretty good. Now, if this is your first time here, my name's Viviana. I'm a film photographer and I just absolutely love everything that has to do with film photography. I love working in my darkroom. I love making prints, developing my own film, and I'm just super grateful for this space. It just makes me so happy being in here and sharing all my work with you guys and the process. And I just think it's so beautiful to build this community of just love for film photography, and thank you for being part of that. For those that have been with me throughout this whole process, this journey, thank you so much for being here and just for sharing the space with me. And I just want to tell you that it truly makes me so happy. This video, I will not be printing or developing any film, but I'm finally sharing with you guys all the little changes I've made in my darkroom these last couple of weeks. And it's not complete, it's not, but I'm almost there. The darkroom is looking just really nice and you'll notice all these little differences and I'm truly happy. I haven't made any prints yet, but the way I have it laid out, I think it'll be really nice. I truly do. I'm so stoked. And I also have another project I want to talk to you guys about. I've shared a little bit throughout Instagram, like in my stories, but I haven't here on YouTube yet. So I'm really, really happy about it because it's a project I've had just in my mind for over a year now, and I'm finally gonna do it. So I'm really, really excited to talk to you about just that. So I guess first, I'd like to share what my darkroom's looking. Once again, it's not complete. I still have little things laying around that shouldn't be there, but it's fine. Let's just get started. So one of the changes that I have is this wall behind me. My drying cabinet for negatives is fixed. After so many years, it finally works. So I don't really need that cabinet anymore. So I got rid of it. For now, I have it in my house, but now I have my shelves. So that's where I have all of my binders, where I have my negatives. I have my photo paper. I have prints that I've made these last couple of years. Just looking really good. Also, you'll notice that I have my heating press right there. I believe it's called. I haven't used it in forever. I had this pretty much placed underneath the furniture that I have. It was dirty, it was rusty, and I didn't know if it was working. It's working, it's all good to go. This wall is looking really good. And as you can see, I did place my failed prints on the wall. I had it empty and it was devastating. It was so sad just to see this wall empty. I love seeing all of my failed attempts. I don't know why, but it encourages me and makes me happy. Now, the lighting over here is gonna be really bad because I'm actually using this lighting here that I normally use for when I'm spotting my fiber-based prints, I'm using that light. I've still been pretty lazy on bringing in my big lighting that I use, just because the darkroom, I still have some bags on the floor, like garbage and stuff like that, because I'm not really done with the darkroom and I'm not really working in here quite yet. So yeah, I still didn't bring that light in here, so I hope it's decent, but I kind of liked using this one. I did. So what happened with this wall is I took away the shelving that I had because now I have shelves on this opposite wall. So this table, originally my plan was to have a second enlarger here because like I mentioned, I want to give workshops once again. I was really hoping to have a second enlarger here, but it didn't really work out. The second enlarger I have at the moment is the Intrepid enlarger, and I've used it in the past and I did enjoy it. I made some prints that I'm really happy with, but I used it with a tripod and it's very, very uncomfortable. At least I think it's just so tedious to use that enlarger with the tripod. So I was playing around with it, and I have different tripods and I struggled with all of them. And I just came to the conclusion that the next time I'm going to use the Intrepid enlarger, it's going to be with a stand specifically for it. I believe I could use a copy stand, but no, I don't want to use a tripod. So since I didn't end up using the enlarger here, I decided to move all of my cleaning negative station over here, my lighting table and everything I need to set up my negative before I put into my enlarger. So that's what I'm gonna do there, and I think it's gonna be nice. I think it's gonna be really nice. So the darkroom as it is now, it's going to only be for one person use, and that's okay. That's okay. So the other thing that I have is not done yet. I'm just gonna move you slightly over here. The one thing I was really, really, really excited about isn't complete yet. So over my drying cabinet, I have like what I'm gonna be calling like an extension of the sink. It's gonna be made out of plywood and it's gonna be coated with resin. That's where my print washer will be living. That's where I want it out of the way. Unfortunately though, Fabian, when he did complete it, he finished it, but he said that it cracked. So what he thinks is that the plywood was too thin. So this next time around that he's going to build it, he's going to use thicker slabs of wood. So hopefully that will prevent it from cracking. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. So that's one of the things that I really want to share with you guys later on. I think it will make a nice difference in my darkroom. Now, I really want to talk to you about my little project that I have. My project that I've been working on these last couple of weeks, besides cleaning and improving my darkroom, has been creating a Patreon. And what I'm going to do through Patreon is create a art mail, like a snail mail, which if you've been following me for a while, you know I did something similar, but it wasn't like a monthly membership deal. What I did was make very small, I believe it was like 4x6 RC prints. So these are darkroom prints that I made. I believe, about 30 some, and that was for me a way to share my photographs at a more accessible price. And that's why I used RC paper and why I made them so small. I thought at that time that it would be smart, but it really wasn't. I never had tried making such small prints in the past, and they're very tedious. It was time consuming. So I gave up on that because it just didn't really make sense to do it. Even though I love sharing my art, it just didn't really make sense. And I knew I couldn't do that monthly. Definitely not. So I kind of let that idea just vanish of sharing my art monthly. But I was once again just so inspired and excited to dive into this. I follow Uncomfy here on YouTube, and she inspires me all the time. I love, I just, if you have never watched her videos, I really recommend you do. She makes me so happy, and she kind of gives me that push to like do what I'm doing now, which is sharing my art. And one of her last videos, she received a art mail from Ciara, and I've never seen Ciara before, but when Tammy was opening the art mail and reading part of the letter, it just inspired me so much back to this idea that I had a year ago but gave up on it. And I don't know what it was that Ciara said, but it really it was powerful, and I loved it, and I loved that Tammy was sharing it and that she loved it too. So it made me want to give it another try. And for the longest time, I didn't know how to share my photography that wasn't with darkroom prints. You know, I wanted to bring that love of printing with my hands to you, but it's something that I just accept that I can't do. So it took me a couple of weeks to figure out the best way to do just that, and I really love how it's coming to be. I think I'm getting really close, so that's why I want to share this with you guys. So if you have any comments, any feedback, I would really greatly appreciate it, but I want to share with you what I have so far. Also, I want to say that I signed up for Ciara's art mail because I truly loved it. It feels just so magical and special to receive mail from another artist, and that their words connected with me. So I'm really looking forward to my art mail. I've been waiting to receive it. I'm so excited. So like that wait, it just, I don't know. I just want to share something that I found happiness through, and but also like, I don't know. I guess there's a lot I want to say. Let me start. So I'm not quite there yet, but I think I figured out what I want to do. I definitely wanted to share a photograph, right? I want to share a photograph that I took with film. All of my photos are shot on film. I don't do any digital photography. I don't even have a digital camera. Anything that's not film related, it's taken with my phone or with the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, which I'm filming with right now. So this is a self-portrait that I shot back in, I think, 2019. I'm not sure. But this is a self-portrait that I took that I absolutely love. And I will be sharing with you the close-ups in a different clip. But this is a self-portrait. I wrote down all the key information to getting a well print. Now this is the print number 12. I have still not achieved a good enough print. Now I am printing this with my inkjet printer, and I'm just not happy with it. There are lines visible. The idea is that I'm going to be sharing one 4x6 photograph on this Ilford luster paper, and I love the paper. It's gorgeous, it's really beautiful, but it's not quite there yet. After so many tries, I think what I will have to do is maybe just not print a photo that has so much black so you can't see those lines, because when I made a different print, you weren't able to see those lines. Now this here is a lumen print that I made, and I think it's really cool. I love the way it looks, and the print is really nice itself. It looks gorgeous. It's really beautiful, and I thought this would be like one of the perfect photos to share and talk about. But for now, what I want to include in this snail mail is one 4x6 black and white photograph that was shot with film, but is not a darkroom print. Like I said, this is going to be printed on Ilford Leicester paper with my inkjet printer. Now, the lumen print is also going to be on the same type of paper, and it's going to be 4x6. And I will have a letter. Now, this is just something so cool that my husband helped me create. So I really wanted to make this snail mail fun, bring out my personality, just things that I really love, make it more, not, I don't want to say like friendly, but I don't want it to be so serious. So like when I sell my silver gelatin prints, I want this to be separate. I want this to be more approachable, friendly, and just a reflection of myself, but like completely, you know, because I'm sharing my photograph that speaks volumes of how I feel. And I feel like the letter itself will be also resonating with how I am feeling. Especially the first letter, I feel like is a great introduction to why I'm doing this and why I feel so strongly about it, and why I think it's important. And the letter is going to be on this really cool paper. Now let me tell you why I'm so happy with this. It has my cats on it. My cats, they're my world and I love them. And I wanted to share in this snail mail just the things that make me so happy and that are important in my life. And those are my cats. And my husband drew this for me on Procreate. So we have just like darkroom related things, but we also have my cats. Now this is Darcy. He will be turning 1 year this June. And like I said, more film related. And now down below is Draco. And they're my Devon Rex cats. They are just everything in my life that is just the best. They make me so happy. I've always wanted cats my whole life, but I've always been super duper allergic. I'm also allergic to dogs, but more to cats. And I never thought I would have cats, but the Devon Rex entered my life, and they're the closest thing to hypoallergenic that there is. So now I can have my cats because they don't make me sneeze like crazy. So I'm very happy. And like I said, I just had to share the things that make me so happy and that are just me. You know, I didn't want this snail mail to be so serious, so professional, like that aspect of when I'm selling my silver gelatin prints. I didn't want it to be just that. I want this to be the other part of myself, just the artist that is dealing with life and her art, and just bring it all together and sharing it. I want to make it friendly, and I want to make it approachable and relatable. So I will be talking in my letter about my photographs, about my process, why it's important, and also just share just the other side of myself that I want to share, you know? And I'm really, really excited. So in the snail mail, I'll have my letter. I'll have the 4x6 digital print of a photograph of mine that was shot on film. I'll have a lumen print. And I know maybe the lumen print seems a weird choice because I don't make lumens that often, but I think the combination together is gorgeous. I love them, and I will always be picking something that works together. The negative and the lumen print, I want them to work, yeah, together. I think these two speak greatly, but like I said, I might not include this print, which I really wanted to because I truly, truly love it, but those lines are really bugging me. So I will be taking the time these next couple of days to find a different negative. I might want it to work with this lumen print because I think it's gorgeous and I want to share this one. So that's what I'm going to do. And I think that's all that's going to be included in the snail mail. The letter, the lumen print, and the photo print 4x6. I might include one other like small card with the information with the photograph, like the name of the photo, where it was shot, the camera, the film that I used for it, and maybe, not quite sure if the artist statement would be in that little card or within the letter itself. So I have to think about that. Also, I just don't want to make like too much waste, you know, of paper and stuff. I want to be very considerate of all that I'm using. I don't want it to be too much, you know? And I'm going to have this through Patreon, and I'm just super excited. Patreon's very new to me. I'm still working with it, but I am so looking forward to sharing it once it's set. And my idea is having this available in July, which I'm really excited about because also July is my birthday. My birthday is July 22nd. I'll be turning 34, and I just thought it'd be really cool to share this on my birthday month. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And like I said, if you have any feedback on your ideas with this photograph, the lines, if it is as serious as I think it is, I'll just change the negative because, I mean, I just try to think like if I received this, you know, if that would bug me. Because obviously you can't see the lines from afar. Like if someone were to frame it, you can't notice it. But I don't want this to be just framed. The idea of having it printed so small, 4x6, is that you can put this anywhere. And that's what I love. Like, I journal. I could put this in my journal. I could put this even on the back of my Kindle. My Kindle is small and this fits on the back. I can put this in a notebook. I can put this in a watercolor book. Like anything, like that's what I love about the size. It doesn't have to be framed and displayed on a wall. It can be placed anywhere that you want to make feel special, you know? So yeah, a lot to think about, a lot to think about. So we're almost at the end of the video. I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here with me for this new project that I have. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my dark room, and I really look forward to working in here and sharing it with you guys. I hope you look forward to this snail mail project because I sure am. For those that might purchase this or want to be part of my snail mail in Mexico or in other parts that the language is in Spanish, I will have a version in Spanish. That's my other language that I speak, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I love when I get to share my art and a part of myself in the both languages that are me, you know? That'll be super, super exciting. And I'll be mailing all of this from my home here in San Miguel Allende, Guanajuato, in Mexico. And I guess I'll be sharing the clips of the close-ups of the lumen print and the 4x6 digital print of my photograph. And I hope you like it. I hope you like it. And I will see you guys shortly. Like always, I love sharing these moments with you guys. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. If you like the video, please do press like, and if you really, really like the video, please subscribe. I always forget to kindly ask you guys. So I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow